There is something no one wants to admit. The smarter you are, the easier you are to manipulate. Not harder. Easier. In the next 10 minutes, I am going to show you exactly why high intelligence is not a shield against manipulation. In many cases, it is the weapon being used against you. This is not about making you feel foolish. This is about making you dangerous to anyone who tries. Let us get into it. Number 1. The overconfidence blind spot. The most dangerous 4 words a smart person can think are, "This cannot happen to me." Overconfidence is the single biggest predictor of manipulation vulnerability. Not low intelligence. Overconfidence. Here is why. Smart people have spent their entire lives being right. They solved problems others could not. They saw through situations others missed. Over time, the brain builds a quiet, unspoken belief. I am too smart to be fooled. That belief is the blind spot. Manipulators do not need to get past your intelligence. They just need to get past your guard. And overconfidence lowers the guard completely. A Harvard MBA lost $20,000 to a fraudulent investment scheme. Not because she lacked intelligence. Because she was certain she would have spotted a scam. That certainty was the open door. Here is the tell. If you have ever thought, "I would never fall for that," you have already identified your own vulnerability. The moment you are certain you cannot be manipulated, you have become. Number 2. The cognitive empathy trap. Smart people feel more, not less. Research on cognitive empathy shows that high intelligence is closely linked to a strong ability to read other people. Tone shifts, micro-expressions, emotional undercurrents. Smart people pick up on all of it. That sounds like protection. It is not. Manipulators are often extraordinarily skilled at presenting themselves as wounded, misunderstood, or in pain. And smart, empathetic people feel that pain as if it were their own. They want to help. They want to fix it. They want to be the person who finally understood. That compassion becomes the weapon. Here is the tell. You find yourself working harder for someone's approval than they are working for yours. You feel responsible for their emotional state. You are solving their problems while your own needs go unmet. Your empathy did not fail you. It was targeted. Number 3. The confirmation bias loop. Once a smart person decides something is true, the brain goes to work protecting that decision. This is called confirmation bias. And it is stronger in high-intelligence individuals because they are better at finding evidence, building arguments, and rationalizing conclusions. Here is how manipulators use it. They get you to invest. In a relationship. In a belief. In a decision. Once you have committed, your brain begins filtering reality to protect that commitment. Red flags get rationalized. Inconsistencies get explained away. Doubts get buried under arguments you built yourself. You are not being fooled by the manipulator at that point. You are being fooled by your own mind. Here is the tell. You have explained away the same red flag more than once. You have caught yourself building arguments to justify staying in something you originally questioned. The more you defend it, the more trapped you become. Number 4. The egotistical trap. Researchers at SWPS University identified a technique they call the egotistical trap. It is devastatingly simple. Tell someone they are smart. Tell someone they are loyal. Tell someone they are an expert. Then make a request that would be inconsistent with those traits if they refused. Smart people are especially vulnerable because their identity is often built around their intelligence. When a manipulator says, "Someone with your understanding would see why this makes sense," the smart person feels compelled to prove they understand. They comply. Not because they were tricked. Because they were flattered into a corner. Here is the tell. Someone appealed to your intelligence or your loyalty right before asking for something. The request felt connected to your identity, not just your decision. You said yes partly to prove something about yourself. Number 5. The hot cognition shutdown. Intelligence is a cold system. It works best when calm, analytical, and unhurried. Manipulation is a hot system. It works by creating urgency, emotional arousal, and time pressure. Research on hot and cold cognition shows that when emotional arousal is high, the analytical brain goes offline. It does not matter how intelligent you are. Under emotional pressure, you think like everyone else. This is why manipulators manufacture crises. Create urgency. Trigger guilt, fear, or excitement at the exact moment they need you to decide. Your intelligence is still there. It is just temporarily unavailable. Here is the tell. You were pressured to decide quickly. You felt an unusual spike of emotion right before the ask arrived. You look back now and wonder why the logic did not register in the moment. It did not register because the emotional system was running the show. Number 6. The loyalty exploitation. Smart people who are also loyal are the most targeted demographic on Earth. Here is why. Loyalty means you have already decided this person or this system is worth your commitment. Manipulators know that once loyalty is established, you will work overtime to rationalize staying loyal. They present themselves as victims. They frame your doubts as betrayal. They remind you of how far you have come together. And your intelligence, instead of protecting you, starts building arguments for why leaving would be wrong. You are not being kept by manipulation at that point. You are being kept by your own values, turned against you. Here is the tell. Leaving feels like a moral failure, not just a practical decision. You feel more responsible for this person than they feel for you. Your commitment has become asymmetrical and you are the one carrying it. Number 7. The pattern recognition hack. Smart people are exceptional pattern recognizers. This is one of the core components of high intelligence. It is also one of the easiest things to exploit. Manipulators study your patterns. They learn your language. They mirror your values back to you. They say exactly what someone you trust would say, in exactly the way you would expect them to say it. Your brain recognizes the pattern. It lowers its guard. Because this feels familiar, and familiar feels safe. The manipulation does not look like manipulation. It looks like someone who finally gets you. Here is the tell. You felt unusually understood by this person very quickly. The connection felt almost too easy. They seemed to reflect your own values back at you perfectly. Real connection takes time to build. Speed is a signal. Now here is what I want you to take away. Your intelligence is not the problem. It was never the problem. The problem is that the same tools that make you exceptional also create specific, predictable vulnerabilities. Manipulators do not attack your weakness. They attack your strength. Overconfidence. Empathy. Loyalty. Pattern recognition. These are not flaws. They are features. And like any feature, they can be exploited by someone who knows how. The defense is not to stop being smart. It is to know where smart breaks down. Slow down when someone rushes you. Question the things that feel most obvious. Notice when your identity is being used as leverage. And pay attention to how you feel consistently around someone, not just in the moments they choose to show you. You cannot exploit someone who sees the mechanism. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 hit closest to home? At work, in a relationship, or somewhere you did not expect? Drop the number in the comments. You do not have to explain. Just the number is enough. And if someone in your life needs to hear this, send it to them. Sometimes the most useful thing you can do is hand someone a mirror. I will see you in the next one.